Hi, it's Heather with another installment of R-Rated Reviews, and I'm excited because I actually have a review to do, and not just a review for the sake of doing a review. We got another vacuum. Well, TJ got another vacuum. So you guys know a few months ago, I did a video on how the Shark that I love was under warranty, and it was purchased from Walmart, and the Shark manufacturer sent me a replacement, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, because I'm probably moving, I'm taking my new Shark with me, and TJ wants a new vacuum, and he thinks he's sick of Shark, especially since the new warranted one that we got 6 weeks ago stopped working the other day. It was a misunderstanding. It works fine, but anyway, we're kind of doubting. And so we did a lot of research, and TJ went out on his own, and he bought himself a new vacuum, and I forgot what he got. It's the, oh, by the way, I haven't left the fucking couch today. I was on the couch all day editing the bathroom video that's literally uploading as we speak right now. And he wanted me to try this vacuum so badly for like the past week. And I just haven't. And I finally did. And I got so upset that I went on this fucking tirade and I broke out into a sweat. I had to go in the bathroom and put deodorant on because I haven't left the couch. And this vacuum got me so fucking heated that I needed to get something to drink, turn the heat down, and put deodorant on. So brace yourselves. This is going to be an interesting one. TJ bought the Kenmore Pop and Go 600 series pet-friendly canister vacuum. Now that usually gets me like all hot and bothered and excited because I have said from the beginning, whether I love Shark or not, I fucking hate upright vacuums. Can't stand them. Never could. I also hate bagless vacuums. Whoever came up with that concept, dumb as a box of rocks. Just give me a bag so that I can neatly take it out and throw it away and not have the dust poof up into the air every time I want to empty it. That's beside the point. I have always said and always maintained that since I was a little girl, I have not ever had a vacuum that could hold a candle to the 1960s or 1970s Electrolux canister vac that my mother had. It had the power nozzle, the big square power nozzle for carpet, and it had the floor attachment for the hard floor. And never mind that the power nozzle for the carpet had a plug on it, and it was like my microphone stand. And I would sing in my Woody Woodpecker underoos to Rod Stewart, "Do You Think I'm Sexy?" when I was like 4. You wonder why I'm all fucked up now. Flashback. I have not had a vacuum like that since then. I've gone through multiple uprights. I love my Shark, but I love my Shark because I can't find anything better than that. It has done the best job thus far for me as far as vacuums go. Is it everything? No. But neither is this fucking Kenmore. Did you get a Kenmore? It's a Kenmore Pop and Go. I got excited. I told TJ, he's like, "Can you recommend a vacuum other than Shark?" I said, "Electrolux. Get a canister vac." And so he did. He did a lot of research. What did you pay for this? $300. $300? Was that on sale? What was it without sale? $300 on sale. Did you get it from the company or store? Amazon. He's as bad with Amazon as I am, like Amazon and Walmart. So he got it, and he asked me to try it several times, and I just haven't. First of all, it looks stupid. And I finally tried it today. Hold on. I'm already breaking out into a fucking sweat. I'm gonna get so fucking angry. I wish these manufacturers would stop shoving these products out the door and insisting that a canister and an upright, either one, can completely clean a house with a carpet, tile, or hard flooring. They cannot. They are different. And I told TJ a few minutes ago, I don't care if fucking young Sheldon comes to my house and using physics explains to me how these vacuums are the same and are capable of doing it. They cannot. I will put that little fucker to shame telling him about these vacuums. They don't work the same. A canister will not ever be an upright, and an upright will not ever be a canister. And unless you turn a vacuum and they shove one out the door that's like a fucking transformer where you press a button and it converts itself from one to the other, not ever will you have a vacuum that does all of it. So this one Oh, and let me please take my shark attachment off of the Kenmore. Let me get it for you. And don't get me wrong, there are a couple of really cool features about this vacuum that I love. And of course, it's the canister aspects of it. It's got the power nozzle that I love. I have always loved. There's a lot of weirdness with it though. One thing that I find odd is that you cannot hook it to here for the storage. This goes here. First of all, this is really fat and thick, and it sucks when you disconnect it and try to get the cracks and crevices around a room. So I'll get to that. But this goes here. And one of the funniest things I noticed when he asked me to try it was I could not figure out how to get this thing to go down. Now, I will show you when you're standing here. I tried to push this button, which is actually what disconnects this. I was trying to push this button. This is for the height of the carpet. I could not for the life of me figure out how to get this thing without breaking it. And that's because this fat ass fucking tube is blocking this thing that releases it so that you can actually vacuum with it. And ironically, when I was looking at the instruction manual, and you can't stand it up. It doesn't stand up. In the instruction manual, it literally does not even have that step-on button to tell you that that's how you get the power nozzle to work. It tells you about this is page 2. It tells you all the parts and components. It has the release. It has the carpet height. It doesn't tell you that that button's there until you get to page 10. On page 10, they tell you, oh, look, in the back, there's a button. Are you fucking kidding me? And I don't know how to stand it up. It's stupid. You can't, so the power nozzle itself, when you're vacuuming with it, it's pretty badass. It's got great suction. It's really strong. The biggest problem is that it's so lightweight. And the first thing I said to him when I went to try it is, oh my gosh, this thing weighs nothing. It weighs nothing. If I disconnect it, it probably weighs 2.5, 3 pounds. You can't stand it up. You saw it fall over. There is only one way that I have figured out so far that you can get it to stand up. They must know it weighs nothing and it's going to fall over. So the way that you have to store it is you stand this up, then you push the imaginary button that doesn't exist, so that gets bent, and there's a clip back here, and it slides onto here, because that's the only way to get this thing to stand up. When I was using it, I just wanted to walk away for a minute. I wanted to move something out of the way. So power button's dumb. So I put it there. You can't stand it up. It just falls over. Anyway, I'm going to get to using it now. The biggest issue I have is that is actually for hard floor. It's now there it goes falling over again. It's like the fuck up. This is what they expect you to use for hard floor. That is no different than an upright expecting you to be able to do the hard floors without the attachment for hard floors. And exactly what I thought was going to happen when I used it happened. Shit was shooting out from the bottom of it all over my feet, and it was fucking annoying. And it's so hard to maneuver. It's a complete fucking nuisance. I had to leave it there. I'm going to put this down and go get it because I can't carry my phone in my hand and wheel the vacuum with me. It's just ridiculous. Okay, I took a minute. I'm going to have some candy. I think I needed some sugar. I was getting a little too upset. But it did fall over. It's not easy to maneuver. The vacuuming part can actually be pretty good on carpet. It did a great job on the rug in the kitchen. It has apparently 4 height levels. I just want it to stand up. It's not going to. There's high, medium, low, and apparently extra low is for the hard floor. Those are back here. It's not going to fucking stand up. Right now it's on extra low for floor. Step on it. That's low, medium, high. And then it goes down. That one didn't click right nicely. Can't read it when the fucking wire's in the way. All right, that's extra low. So this is supposed to be for your floor. I brought this into the hallway because the hallway has crumbs and shit all over the floor. It's just filthy. So I'm going to show you. I gotta pull this fucking thing. TJ, I thought you said the cord was 25. That's not 25 feet. Now it's gonna fucking fall over because the cord came out. The cord is short. Just take it back. I fucking hate it. I had to regroup for a moment, and I have done so. I'm gonna start. They still won't stand up. I am going to show you the features, and then I'm going to show you how it works. This is the power button. All the way up is off. 1 down is floor. And then 2 down is for the carpet. That's the wand release. So one of the things I didn't like about it initially is that the handle was super, super short. So when I first went to use it, my arms are too long. It's very, very short. But if you press this button, it has a telescoping handle. And that is not long enough, but that is. So now it's easier to vacuum. But TJ was telling me it's because this is for the telescoping handle to clean, to extend it. I don't like this. It's too thick and you can't get into cracks and crevices with it. And I've never had to use the crevice tool unless I was reaching under a refrigerator or under the stove. And now I need to use it all along the baseboards. I'll show you that in a few minutes. This is not easy to push either. Okay. So that's clicked into place. This is the right height. I'm going to vacuum this filthy rug. The power nozzle is fantastic. I'm going to keep it on low pile because this is a very low pile rug. And this is where your suction control is. So this lever, and I'll show you when it's on. You can hear and you can feel and see a big difference with the power and the suction when you adjust it. Low suction, more suction. Low suction, more suction. Now for rugs, of course this isn't going to stand up. You can't just stand it up. It just won't. For rugs, that's what a power nozzle does. That's what a canister is best at. It's also very hard to steer. I don't know if you saw me hitting the wall and struggling with it because this is what they call the swivel. See how this turns? See, this turns, but the vacuum doesn't. So in order to steer the vacuum, you have to hit it this way and move it. And then turn it. It's just very... It looks like it swivels, but when that's on the floor, this is what turns. I don't get it. Neither does TJ, so it's not just me. I'm going to do the floor here, and I'm going to do the floor with the power nozzle against my belief. I know that you cannot clean a floor. I still can't stand it up. All I want to do is stand it up so I can walk away from it for 10 seconds. And you can't do it. It falls over. So I zoomed in on all the dirty, filthy shit all over my floor so that you can see when I bring the power nozzle over that it's not. It's gonna shoot it at my feet and it will still remain on the floor. I have it set to extra low, the way the manual says to, and I have it on maximum suction. Now, it got a lot of stuff up, but it didn't get it all because it can't. I mean, these are crumbs that are like in the middle of the floor. You shouldn't have to go back and forth over it. I can feel it shooting at my feet. You need a hard floor attachment. And the only one that they give you is in this weird contraption. Oh, that's the bag check. You have to pop this open, and then this comes out, but it's easy to come out. Wait till you see what I do to put it away. This is tiny. This is not enough for a floor. This is like an attachment to clean, I don't know what. But if I release this and put this on, it clicks into place. This is tiny and it does not pick up the shit off the floor. You have to pick it up and put it on the dirt in order to get it. Because all it does is push it around. Not picking anything up. How the fuck to get this out? Look how big this is. Look, you can't get into the crack with it. That's a fucking candy wrapper and a chicken feather. You shouldn't need to do that to clean a hard floor. And the perfect example is I took my Shark floor attachment and put it on that vacuum. And even though it didn't completely attach, it still did a much better job. It's this one. The attachment that you need to clean a hard floor. A power nozzle was designed for carpet. That's what it's for. And then this is for fucking hardwood and tile and hard floors. Stop trying to tell me that a power nozzle for carpet is going to do the same thing. It's not. And the one that's for the hard floor is not going to do carpet right. The closest we came to that was when I got my new Shark. I had made a video on the original Shark a year ago. And I said, you need something like this that's going to push sock, brush sock, like this. And then I'm like, finally, Shark did it because they stopped giving this. They never announced that this was part of it, but they always gave it to you because they knew you needed it. And all of a sudden, the new one, the Duo Clean, Vertex Duo Clean, didn't come with the attachment. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's because they have a brush roller on the front for hard floors. So now it does what this does. And it was the answer to it. So I'm like, oh, look at that. They finally did it. The problem I have with that one is it gets clogged too easily. So this is still tried and true. This is the only thing that's going to work the best on a hard floor. So this isn't even the right attachment because this is for Shark. And this button is not easy to push. I do like the storage component, the storage feature with the attachments in here. I'm not putting this away yet because I want to show it to you. Putting that away is stupid. And this will fit in here. It did earlier. Okay, it's not attached, but it's in there pretty snug. Now, watch this. You're about to see a vacuum work the way it should. That is a floor attachment properly cleaning a hard surface. A power nozzle is not ever going to do that. And you saw a power nozzle properly cleaning a rug because that's what they do. This is your retractable cord button until that breaks, I'm sure. This is the button that opens this. I don't know why this is here, but it's pop and go. It's supposed to pop out. I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to go in here. That doesn't... That's just stupid. It's a fucking gimmick. There's no reason for it, and it's just dumb. But I do like the rest of the tool storage. This is the pet-friendly rotator. I'm going to try that on the upholstery in a minute. And then it's just a crevice tool and your brush. This is very flimsy. This is not going to last. And apparently you can't close it unless your hose is in the right direction. And this thing's just going to keep falling over. The only way... Oops, hold on. I have to use the old shark attachment on this to get it to work. Now this is so big that you can't use it up against here and get any suction, even when the suction is the best. Look at all that. Using this thing by itself will not suck anything up unless you have a crevice attachment on it or the brush. It's just absurd. I mean, it's amazing when it comes to the carpet. Fantastic for carpet. But that's what I've been saying since I was a little kid. And this thing is really hard to pull around. The cord gets caught under it. It doesn't navigate. You can't do anything up. Yeah. And then when you get mad, that piece of plastic that I told you is not going to last pops open and the shit falls out. I think it's scared right now, and it fucking should be. It doesn't really close, it just lays there. Oh, that's click shut. I don't think it's wheeling. It's not. Why isn't the wheel spinning? It's like it got a piece of dirt stuck under its wheel. It's like a limping shopping cart now. Yeah, that's better. It had a crumb under it that it missed, so it couldn't wheel. I'm going to bring in one more really dirty part of my house, which is where you come in from the garage. So, from the mud and the chicken feathers and the dirt. I mean, it's just gross. Fell over again. It's not gonna work. Now watch what it does on carpet. No, just fell over again. How's that a swivel? You can't fucking steer it. I'm forced to actually grab the arm of it I'm using one hand, and I'm forced to move it to steer it. I also believe the cord is much shorter than my shark. I can't stand retractable cords because I can't speak about whether it's going to last or not, but I haven't ever seen one that that lasted any length of time. The only way for me to swivel, I don't know who thought of this. I don't know who thought of this. In order for me to swivel, I have to grip and pull it. Did somebody just stick that on there and say maybe they're stupid, they won't notice it doesn't work? I'm not even going to go over the features of it. But I will say, this was on Good Housekeeping's top 10 list, and I think it was like number 3. Fuck them. Let me tell you something. Good Housekeeping may not be what it used to be. I put trust into them. I read shit from them before I buy something, because they were never one to say that something was good if it wasn't. They couldn't be bought, and they were honest. They went into their labs, and they tested everything. And right now, I think that you can go out there and find a fucking survey that tells you what the top 10 best vacuum is. And whatever list you read is going to list whatever it was you were talking about 5 minutes earlier because Google heard you. And then all of a sudden, that's your best vacuum. Because truthfully, there are vacuums out there that are $2,000, $3,000. They must. I mean, how come Kirby and Eureka and Electrolux never come up on the top best vacuums? Is it the top 10 vacuums for poor people or idiots? Because a central vacuum system is probably the number 1 vacuum. How come that's never on the list? I don't trust these lists anymore. Let me tell you. The Kenmore pop up and go. First of all, too gimmicky. Way too gimmicky. But it does a great job on carpet. It's a canister with a bag. And you can neatly throw the bag away. And that's what a canister is going to do. And an upright, I can't stand an upright. An upright, for me, I can't stand them. But you need the floor attachment, because a canister power nozzle for carpet is not a substitute for hard floor attachment cleaning. And Kenmore ought to be ashamed of themselves trying to pass that off with a fucking attachment this big. I would have bought it. Teacher was trying to get me to take this one. He wanted me to try it because if I liked it, he wanted to trade me for my shark. I was like, not happening. For carpet, now if your whole house was carpet, this would be a great vacuum because you wouldn't know any better that it sucks on hard floor. It's a shame. It's such a shame. That was one of my most, I was so looking forward to doing a really good in-depth review, like an actual product and not just one I was looking for to do a review on. I was really looking forward to reviewing something that I knew nothing about and that I wanted to try. And I'm so disappointed that was a shit show. And it was so fresh. I am greatly disappointed. And there are some great features on it, but unfortunately there were so many awful design features on it that it just far outweighs any of the good, other than it's fantastic on a fucking rug. Other than that, I would have to buy that and a shark. Questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and feel free to share it. Have a great night.